Welcome to the X Fan Show here on Thursday. Sorry we weren't on Wednesday night, but as you can tell, I'm still fighting a little cold. I'm waiting for my partner Arlington to join us. This week we've been talking about a lot of big stuff that's going on, and we found this interesting as of Wednesday night. When we were talking about, Wednesday afternoon when we were doing the show, the stuff was supposed to be starting. The happy hours and things like that were supposed to be starting. And I thought it was very funny. I was going through the website. I have 4 different computers going at the same time. That's why you're always seeing me like dart eye to eye to eye to eye, different directions. Thought it was quite funny. The website went down yesterday as we were doing the thing. And what was funny about it was I had my since I have my cookies up, my cookies would only let me stay on the main page. Now, so I started really looking at it after the show, and I found something interesting about this. And I've seen it on Twitter, people saying, like Reed Johnson over at Marcast had said that, hey, this stuff has been done before. It's been changed. Good morning to everybody that's joining us. These stuffs have been changed. And I really started looking at it, and I started going back and looking at different things throughout Twitter and all of that stuff. And, I mean, hey, Reed, no offense to you, man. I love you and all that stuff. No offense to Mike Mitchell, Mark Perry, Jay Noakes, any of you guys. I respect all of you. But I'm going to tell you guys, I couldn't find anything where we had talked about that the website had been changed up until yesterday. So I thought it was funny because for the longest time, and if you guys can prove me wrong, please do. I'm more than happy. You know me, I love to eat crow every now and then here on the show. But I thought it was funny because it had said, if you go to the main page, where it says news, XFL today, it used to say cities. Now it says teams, tickets, shops, and careers. And now it says a league of 8 cities. And so you click on them. It's awful funny. So you click on them. Let's go to here. We're going to start with Arlington. It's funny that when you click on them, things have changed on them. So let me show you guys some stuff that I noticed. Now, again, if I'm wrong, please show me. I'm more than happy to say I was wrong. So please show me. I would love to see that anywhere that I was wrong. But right here, you see Arlington. And right underneath here, this was never there before, it says football just got bigger in Texas. So if you scroll down, it tells you, where you're playing at, all of that good stuff. Then it gives you a little breakdown where none of this stuff was here before. The XFL Arlington football and operations staff, none of that was there before. Joining for the 2023 season. And right here, it said starting at ticket deposits at $50. But right here is what I thought was really interesting. I've never seen this before. Savings of single game ticket prices. I wonder what that means. Is the XFL going to offer season game ticket pricing this year in the 2023? As you scroll down, it gives you a little stuff about the home of Choctaw Stadium. So now let's go to Houston. Now, what I found was interesting. Let's go back. Look, right here. One giant leap for H-Town. Now, we do know what in H-Town. We do know things about H-Town. Houston has a very big presence in space. We heard, hey, Houston, we have a problem from the movie Apollo 13, right? So we scroll down again. There's, Bob Stoops or Wade Phillips giving his thing, where he's even said that he's called Houston home many, many times, right? We'll scroll down some more. Again, I'm going to show you right here. Again, look what it says, people. Right here. Savings of season game ticket prices. Interesting. Tells you where they're going to be playing at. They're going to be playing in TDEC Stadium. Let's not look. We're going to go to Vegas. Let's see what Vegas says. Oh, Vegas. There's a brand new game in town. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be the Vegas Vipers. But if we notice the colors are red, I mean, what if it's the Vegas Gamblers? We don't know. I mean, do we know if those team names are actually the real legit team names? Don't know. But, I mean, I'm just going by what I'm seeing here. If there's a brand new game in town, why wouldn't it be called the Gamblers? I don't know. But again, I'm going to scroll down and look. It gives you Rod Woodson. Gives you stuff about Rod Woodson to all the fans in Vegas. He tells you about that. Scroll down, and again, there you see it. Savings off season or single game ticket prices. And again, here it just says our home is to be announced, TBD. Now, let's go to Orlando where they're having a hurricane. And you're right, Sandy, the XFL has never confirmed anything. But like right here, look. Football and Florida. It's a magical combo. Well, we know it's in Florida. We know it's in Orlando. The Magic Kingdom is in Orlando. Early reports have said it's going to be the Guardians. Okay. Disney does have a thing, with Marvel. They have a movie called The Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So, I mean, it would make sense, if it's a magical combo, why not have it as the Guardians and kind of have it tied in with the Guardians of the Galaxy, as Mark Perry had mentioned earlier. But look, gives you some stuff on your head coach, Terrell Buckley. Again, it gives you the staffs that you never had. Again, people, listen, if I'm wrong, please show me. Hit me up on Twitter. Send me Send me something that tells me, hey, this has been changed for months or now. I'm just telling you. I mean, look, right here, what Mike Thicket says. It says, Happy Nooner Dirty. It's likely that individual tickets on Ticketmasters are going to be higher than season tickets via the XFL. Hence, their savings. Just another way to market their season tickets. You're absolutely correct, Mike. Again, I'm just saying. I'm seeing what I'm seeing on the website, so I don't know. I have never seen this before. I'm on the website all the time looking at stuff, right? So again, anybody who can show me proof that this was changed as of yesterday at 11 o'clock when we were on air, please do. I would love to. They're talking about Camper World Stadium, all that good stuff. So now we're going to scroll over. This is all, as you guys can see, this is all from the XFL website. This isn't speculation or anything like that I always make on this show that Arlington hates. This is straight up on the thing. Now, here it is. It's About Time San Antonio. Let's look at it. Early reports, the names have been the Bamas, right? About Time, or the Brahmas. About Time Brahmas. About Time Brahmas. Again, really close. Gives you a thing of San Antonio from Hines Ward. Gives you his entire coaching staff. And again, there you see it again. Savings off single game ticket prices. And it tells you, that we're going to be at the Alamo Dome, all of that good stuff. Right? So now we're going to go to St. Louis, which we know about St. Louis, but here's the one that I like right here. If you look at it, football is back where it belongs in St. Louis. I look at this and I'm thinking maybe we might see the St. Louis more predominant in the St. Louis team name compared to the Battlehawk that we have. Just saying, don't know if I'm 100%. That is, I am pure speculating on it. And look who's getting ready to join us. Here he is. He's running a little late. Let me get over to him. Let me add him. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, y'all? I'm sorry. Forgive me.
So here. So we're talking about the website, right? Because it's funny that the website did it. But Mike says you could visit the National Archives and see past websites and their contents. He said try it. So go to archives.org on your end, Arlington. Or do you want me to while we talk about this?
Here, I'll just do it from my phone while we talking, man. It's no big deal.
Right. So, because I want to see. So, like I said, Arlington, I found some really interesting stuff. So, as you see, they have mottos at the top of the pages, right?
Right.
Okay. But the big thing here is what I like is this right here. I'm going to highlight it, Arlington, right there. Savings off single game ticket prices.
Mm-hmm.
They've never said they were going to do any kind of single game ticket prices. Never have they said it anywhere.
They did that before.
But they didn't announce it until after the season started. Remember? Now they're doing it before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to go to Seattle. Okay. Here's another one. Look, Seattle's anchored in greatness. Now, Arlington, if the name is supposed to be what it is, the Sea Dragons, right?
Right.
Can you imagine a sea dragon wrapped around an anchor?
Yes.
Like the Krakens?
Yeah.
Right?
It's supposed to talk more, if you think about what a mariner is,
mm-hmm.
you know what a sounder is.
Mm-hmm. Now here it is. DC, the last one. DC, we make the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about being in DC, talking about Congress and all that good stuff, right?
Right. Correct.
The Defender name would make sense. And that logo would make sense. DC, we make the rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting that this all correlated, Arlington, right as the XFL was supposed to have all of their stuff yesterday.
Right. Okay. So
the website went down.
I'm going there now. I'm going right now to the archive. I'm doing it on my phone.
Right.
And if you go there, right, I went to August 28th.
Okay.
I went to August 28th, right? It still has the league sign up and all that good stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
It's slowly coming up. But my thing is, a lot of things that you've mentioned and you've seen on the website were not there. This was a month ago.
So the question is, all right, so I'm there now, right? I'm at archive.org. And in the search bar, what did you do?
XFL.com.
Okay, so
XFL.com.
Archive websites. So I'm going to go XFL.com.
And it's going to have a different bunch of dates all the way dating back to 1998.
Okay. So I'm pulling it up as we speak. And yes, there is a bunch of them, right? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh, man, I got to find one, Arlington. I got a bunch of them. XFL Bowl, XFL Shop.
No, just you're just going to XFL. Just when the search, put in XFL.com.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Put it in the search. You'll see that it's going to give you a bunch of snapshots.
Oh, it just gives me a bunch of dates, right?
Right.
So I'm going to go back because the biggest date on here, it has a green button on August 21st of 2022, right? So I'm going to click on that one. Right, it's not letting me open it up, though. Why is that?
Yeah, it's weird. It's not doing the same thing on this end.
Oh, here we go. I'll click on the date itself. Here we go. Now it's doing it. Okay, now. So as it's scrolling and opening up, Arlington, this is from August of 21st, right? So I'm going to agree to the cookies. It's still going. Still loading. Let me take this out up here. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to go to the team names right as we speak. Okay, because I see the XFL team hubs on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click on it. So I'm on it, right? Are you ready, Arlington? Actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna show you guys what it does. You ready?
Go ahead.
Let me open this back up. Let me do the screen share here. Okay. Oh, there it is, right? So let me agree to this again. Here it is, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Wait, what's this say right here, Arlington? The page is not available on the web because the page does not exist.
Now wait a minute. Now, if you do it on the archives, then anything that was old should exist.
So
But apparently,
look, I'm gonna try Houston. Let's see what happens.
the same. You're gonna get the same thing.
Well, we're gonna find out in about 2 seconds.
You're gonna get the same thing.
What does it say right down here on the bottom?
It
Arlington?
doesn't exist.
What does it say right down here on the bottom?
That page doesn't exist.
Now it says, look, click here for a search of all archives page under. All right, so let's just do that just to see what happens. What does it say right there, Arlington?
You know, your stuff is hard to read.
No URLs.
That's what I have.
No
to do.
URLs. So, mind you guys, this is coming from the website that Mike just told us to go to, archives.org, right? This is the website he told us to go to. We just went to it. All it is the team names. That's it. That's all it was.
Okay, let me say this. The reason that is the case, sir, is because
Yeah, go ahead.
they had to change. I think this is my opinion. They just think that they had to change, you know, those pages after the coaches' pages, right? So to indicate what their city was going to be about. So they took that page and then did some things to it, and that became the page. So then when you go back in the archives, you can't find it.
Because it wasn't there.
You can't find it because it's going to say it wasn't there, but it was there. You had to have something. So when you change it up just a little bit, what you looked for previously is what you're not going to find in the archive. Now, heaven forbid when the XFL does go to crap, if it ever does, those will be the last pages you'll see.
Correct. Like Sandy said, they just flushed the page clean.
Absolutely.
Just like she said right here. It's just a list of the cities, and that's exactly what it was. You saw what it was. It was just a list of the cities. So, now, I do know that they talked about we were supposed to have, Rod Woodson again was on, what was he on?
McAfee.
Talking about we're going to have a big announcement this week, right? Never said what it was going to be, did he not? He never said it was going to be team names and team logos. Am I correct?
He just said like a team announcement, and it was something like that.
A team announcement, right? Now, again, Arlington, what have I said? What's up, Javier? What have I said? I said XFL is a movie company. Is being ran by a movie company.
Yeah, it's being ran by a film and TV company, yeah.
What they're doing is they're giving us a little bit of a tickle and then a swirl before they give us the big happy ending. They're just tickling us and swirling us. Just enough, and then before they give us the big happy ending that we want, right? Yeah. No, Andrew said no. He said colors and logos. Okay, late. I mean, maybe he did. Okay, but
we still got the interview, don't we?
We still got the interview somewhere. Yeah, hold on, let me check.
It still should be there.
All right, here's the interview.
Pull it up.
It sounds like a great culture you're building over there. Which team are you the head coach for at the XFL?
Going to be the Vegas team. We're gonna show our colors and all that stuff next week. We're gonna give our name next week, but it's going to be the Vegas team.
Oh, it's a good name. You
We
happy?
got the best. I think. We got a nice name, and I think we got the best uniforms in the league.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
So there, you seen it right there. He said that they were going to show the colors and the logos.
Okay. He said it. Okay. Do you think former quarterback Brandon Silvers is coming back? Well, if you look at Jordan Palmer's thing.
IG story. He's working with him.
It really looks like he might be coming back. Again, we've reached out to the league today. We sent them a link to see if there was anybody in the head office or anybody, any coaches or anybody wanted to get on to the show. Still haven't heard back, so maybe we get a surprise guest. We don't know. Am I right, Arlington?
Thumbs up.
We sent out a link. We've done it every day this week, and the league has not responded to us. So, but hey, listen, I'm not complaining.
Hey, forgive my tardiness. As you can see, I had to, get myself together.
You had to get your dome done.
Yeah.
You had to get your dome done.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You see, there's a difference from the last 3 days, right?
Very shiny.
Thank you.
Look right here. Sandy says it right here. The draft will be the first trailer of the movie. The second will be training camps, and then kickoff will be.
I disagree with that statement. I think they're going to make a movie trailer out the logos and stuff.
Now you speak of that. All right, here we go. So now listen, this is a guy I'll actually listen to because Mike is got some. Mike knows some shit.
Mike plays football.
Exactly. And so Mike says that he has spoken with Silvers directly. He has confirmed to me that he is playing for the XFL. So Mike plays football. So Mike knows
some
what
things.
the hell he's talking about.
He knows.
I'll take Mike's word for it. Now
that's a good thing. Again, that's a great thing for Silvers to come back to the XFL. And granted, it may not be for the Seattle team like it was in 2020, but I think a lot of these quarterbacks are really looking at getting a second shot, at playing in the XFL again.
Here goes Van. A Throwback Thursday is a bust. There is nothing there. That's another guy who might know a thing or two.
Yeah, I got Van out of Seattle, man. Great guy, and been following everything that we got going on, keeping his ear to the ground too, especially in Seattle, with that whole thing with the events. I don't know if you mentioned it early in the show, but definitely our thoughts with those that are being affected by Hurricane Ian down in Florida.
I did. We got our friend, our good buddy Jarrett Hansen, who's down there in the area getting hit by the hurricane, safe with his mom. We got the owner of our great league right here, as you see, the XFL. She's getting hit with the hurricane there in Orlando. So our thoughts and prayers go out to those people that are being affected by the hurricane as we speak. But now, it's funny. Mike told us, go to the archives.com or .org, right, Arlington?
Right.
Did that. I went to the team page, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just showed that it was the team cities, right?
Right.
We click on it, and what did it say? This does not exist as of August 21st. So please, again, I will say it, Arlington, and I've said it. Anybody who has it, proof that those were shown or that was changed before August 21st of 2022, please send it to us. Hit us on Twitter. Hit us on Facebook. And I'll eat crow. Arlington, have I not eaten crow on this show before?
Yeah, but you always make it seem like you never have.
Right. It's not my problem. I'm 99.9% right all the time.
I can't stand you for that. I can't.
Yeah, John says 10 million people without electricity. That's just devastating that there's that many people without electricity. Now, Arlington, this is the X-Fan Show. You could find lunch special. I was playing the Afternoon Delight theme song with A-Train and Dirty. You could catch us on.
Don't play that no more, man. Don't let Van get you in trouble, man.
Play it. You could catch us.
Don't let Van get. Hey, sir, Van, I love you. Don't. Hey, we not don't Afternoon Delight. Hey, speaking of which, the Afternoon Delight traces back to a radio station in St. Louis. They actually named the show after that. Thought it was the weirdest freaking show, especially when that theme song that you just played probably today came on.
Hey, listen, you see what Sandy says?
Yes, thank you. You know, but I keep myself. I don't like to brag about things.
No, that's my job.
Yeah, my second fiddle host.
Oh, shots fired.
But whatever, right? So
I'm still not feeling up to par. I've still got a little bit of a cough.
yeah, man. Yeah, what's the temp? Okay, what's the temperature in St. Louis? I can tell you what the temperature is here.
Right now it's 50. Right now it's 50. Hold on, Arlington. I gotta play something real quick.
Come on, man. I hate my computer right now. Like my computer just really want to play with me right now. Like, no. I said I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that crap. No. Stuff is gross, man. Sorry. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ugh. It's 80 degrees here. Like 80 degrees, but like lately at night, it's getting down to in the 60s. Like it's been in the 50s late at night too. So it's like cool here in Houston now. We're starting to feel it now a little earlier than normal, but it's still warm.
You know me, Arlington. I had a thing that if it was less than 40 degrees, I would wear shorts and a hoodie, right?
Yeah.
I guess my old age, I have a new cutoff date for 50. I can no longer wear shorts after 50 degrees.
So you're getting older, okay? And you can't do that same crap. You can't do that same crap like you used to, man.
6 years old. Yes. Older. No more pants. No more wearing shorts after 50 fucking degrees.
Hey, there was mentioned some of the quarterbacks and whatnot, right?
Yes.
And those that would participate. And you know, I saw names like D'Eriq King in that list, the former quarterback from Miami, right? I saw a name on there that was not there, but would be interested to see if that quarterback would show up. And it's an HBCU quarterback in Felix Harper, who had signed a contract earlier this year with the Cleveland Browns.
Correct.
He came out of Alcorn, I believe. Guy's 5'9", 5'10", left-handed quarterback. Would be interesting to see if they would show up.
Wow, hey. Right here, look. Mike says it. Now, look, we don't know if this is true. This is just coming from Mike. You know, he said that this was posted online earlier.
I would love that to be the list, but
now, I mean, you talked about this guy right here, Jawan Pass. You've talked about him before, Arlington.
And D'Eriq King, yeah. That would, and of course, you see Brandon Silver's name on there. A lot of people want D'Eriq King to play for Houston because he actually started there before he went to Miami. And I like some of the names on there, especially Jalen McClendon from Baylor and NC State. But the name that it keeps escaping, and I don't see why it has, why it's not on there, is Akil Glass.
Right, yeah. I mean, listen, maybe Akil Glass might be in the draft. I don't know. I mean, I get why you would do if that is the list. Right, I
heavily doubt that. I really do. Like, I don't think that just because that those are the quarterbacks Jordan Palmer been working with is going to be the list. Now,
I mean, look, it could be.
It could be, but at the same time, he works with a lot of quarterbacks.
That is true.
And there was a film camera crew that was out there for that particular day.
Speaking of film cameras, Arlington. Yeah. There has been the thing that's been circulating now. A lot of places, a lot of shows like ours have changed their name. They have changed their name due to cleaning up IP with the XFL, right?
Yeah.
The XFL is wanting to control their IP, which I get it, right? We're talking about the draft just around the corner, right? What if, again, I'm speculating. Just like I'm not speculating now because we showed you the facts that the XFL changed their website yesterday because of August 21st of 2023. All it had was team names. So we showed you the proof. We broke that first, whether you like it or not. You can say what you want. Unless you guys can show us proof, right, Arlington? I'm sticking to that. That was going to be one of the big announcements on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Now, listen. I'm going to tell y'all now. I'm going to tell you right now on this show. The XFL don't have to announce what they want to do. This regime, this ownership,
They want to do it.
they don't have to tell you when. They'll tell you when they damn ready for it. They'll tell you when they goddamn ready. And everybody, even us, you're not going to get the actual news until the XFL decides to drop it. No matter how much you think you got the news, no matter how much you think you're right about the news, if you're right, congratulations. But you won't get the actual news until X decides to drop it. When they decide to drop it, that's the news that you'll get. You'll get the names and logos. You'll get the draft. Here's my thing. Here's what I'm going to speculate. I'm going to speculate that when the draft comes, it's going to be a spectacle just like the NFL. And I really do think that this camera crew is doing this for their XFL draft. You're going to get an inside look at some of the quarterbacks, and you're going to get stories around them about, like what you get at the NFL draft. You got to remember, all what we said back at the beginning, you got to remember that the XFL is being ran by a film and TV company, $7 Productions. All right, they're being run by them. So now that they're being run by that group, along with Redbird Capital, that is what you're going to see when they are ready for you to see it. Is that simple?
Look, right here, Andrew says it right here. First time we see the new logos with the first picks in the draft. You know what?
I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But here's what I'm going to say. Let's literally look at this, right? They signed up with ESPN and Disney, right?
Correct.
That's who they signed up with. We're starting to slowly see nuggets being put out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like little movie pieces, right? I'm telling you, people, don't be surprised that this isn't going to be a complete movie trailer thing. Like, right as Andrew says, right here, when the draft starts, I guarantee you that'll be the first thing we're going to see. I'm not sure of it, but I'm just like Arlington speculated. I'm going to speculate it just like Andrew's saying right here. We won't know our team names and our cities logos until November 16th. I'm calling it right now, Arlington. November 16th. And it's going to be on ESPN, and it's going to be like a 30-minute little thing like the decision was for LeBron James. That's how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to release it to us, Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think of that? Do you think that's a possibility? That's my speculation.
You know what? I think that, the videos that have been put out previously by the XFL, is the same type of ordeal we're going to get in the future. And whether they put those in color, it will remain to be seen, because they put them on the grayscale. It wasn't black and white. It was more of a gray type, so we'll see more of those. And then, of course, I want to see it. Me personally, I just want to see a big spectacle of the XFL draft. It let me know that they're serious and that they took the time to put this thing together to make it a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, like Sandy says right here. Like I said, the first trailer. You're right. That's how it's going to be. But we're not going to see it until November 16th. So get over it. That's just my thing.
That would be the best thing to do.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
After Thanksgiving, put new merch out.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, if you want to go see, Mike Mitchell just wrote a new little article. Look, again, we have reached out to Mike Mitchell. We've reached out to Jay Noakes. We reached out to Reed, Mark Perry, Stefan. Well, Stefan accepted the olive branch. Him and Zach came on the show. But listen, we've extended the olive branches for all these guys to come on the show. Again, so you never know who's going to pop on the show. Am I right, Arlington?
Right.
Never know. We've extended the olive branches. We got no hate for anybody. We got nothing but love for everybody. Right, Arlington?
Is that coming? Did you write that down?
What?
Did you write that? Did you script that?
I wrote it on my hand.
That sounded real scripted.
I wrote it on my hand.
It sounded real scripted, like you actually read that off your hand, man.
Does that count if I write it on my hand?
It sounded like you read that off your hand, man. No, this is how you do a genuine outlook.
Oh, okay.
We have reached out to everyone.
We have.
We want them to come join us on our show. We want to break bread. We want to talk. Same thing that you guys want to talk about, the X, because that's what it's all about.
It's in a fun way.
You can't help yourself, can you? You just really can't. So, yeah, that's all we're here for. It's about the X. If we say we on the same team, let us be about that. Real talk. That's how we work. But yeah, those guys have been reached out, and whether they want to join, that is up to them. They'll let us know. If not, then we keep pushing on. We got great content that we got coming up in upcoming weeks and stuff.
Right. Now, I mean, like Sandy says right here, their timeline is perfect for Black Friday and Christmas because they're not releasing anything, so nobody can copy off of it if they're going to have their trademarks and they're going to have all their new merchandise out by the holiday. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, think about all the stuff that came out of St. Louis, right? With the Cacala's Law, right? And all of that stuff. I mean, look, I'm wearing a Cacala shirt.
Something that don't exist anymore.
Something that doesn't exist anymore. That the XFL had to go get the copyrights. Because, look, it was on there. The logo's on there. Remember, this phrase didn't even start with the original, the 2.0. We started this. The fans in St. Louis started this, the Cacala. And then the XFL went and bought the Cacala.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, this XFL is not dumb. They saw that the money that the original with XFL 2.0 left out on the table,
right,
and all the low-hanging fruit. Why the hell ain't you going to go for the low-hanging fruit? That means if you got to come after guys like me and Arlington and Jay and Michael Lathrop and Newsroom and News Hub because they got your low-hanging fruit, why the hell aren't you going to do it? I got no hard feelings against them. Do you, Arlington? I get why they did it. I mean, right? Am I missing something here, Arlington?
No.
Right?
No, but hey, gotta touch base a little bit, on the quarterback situation.
Yeah, like I said, Mike Mitchell put out an article, so go there.
And one of the names that was mentioned, especially that was in the video, was former USFL quarterback Brian Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So he got released from his contract with the USFL.
Yes, he did.
Due to his injury.
Yes, he did.
So that's going to bring some interesting things to the table. Now, I have a belief that XFL and USFL are not going to be on the same page. Not
100%. 100%.
As much as everybody want to think that they can work together, they won't. It's gonna be a competition between the two, despite the fact that they are not competing against each other. They're not in direct competition with one another, but they will be.
Correct.
Because they're gonna want players. And granted, there are thousands of players that they can grab, right? It's only going to be a few hundred spots that they're going to go for.
Correct.
Right? At the same time, it's going to be a war for players that they want. Now,
yeah. Hold on, Arlington, real quick. Yes, Andrew. Cacala is copyrighted, state and federal. I
can't believe that. Should we have owned that copyright? Should we have owned that?
Well, we were. I mean, listen. I mean, it did start on our show, but I mean, some other people's got it before we did.
Okay.
All right, back to what you were saying.
That was my thing. Is the USFL and XFL are not as much as they want to work together and stuff. That is not going to happen.
Well, did you notice there's one quarterback name that has not been mentioned at all in the USFL?
Hold on. Let me answer this. You think there will be a USFL XFL playoff game if they don't compete against each other?
Nope. I don't think so.
This part too. Fox pushing one of that XFL owners to come back to WWE.
I have a feeling you'll see that at a certain city called Los Angeles.
But no, I think he have to come back before then. He has to make his space known.
Royal Rumble is the earliest we'll see him.
Looks like I'm going to be getting me some tickets to San Antonio.
Royal Rumble.
Jason Leroy.
Yeah.
Sir, what we doing January 28th? Do I need to make a journey? Do I need to make a journey to San Antonio for this Royal Rumble?
Right. Exactly.
Because I think I'm going to be making that journey.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and Zach, yes, I do agree with that sentiment that it is way too soon. But I'm telling you, if these things work out the way that they should, there is going to be a bidding war for players. And you're going to be like, well, they're just low tier end players. Okay. They ain't no different than what you've been seeing most of these guys in the NFL. See
right here, Andy saying the XFL and USFL competing for players across the board. 3-week overlap. Exactly. Right here, what Mike's saying, Redbird owns NFL on location. See what I'm saying? As well as some regional broad sports networking, whose parents' companies is owned by Sinclair Broadcasting. What does Sinclair own? Local Fox, CBS, NBC,
Stadium,
Stadium, among others. What does it mean? The XFL has house money versus the XFL. More money, more.
You mean the USFL?
Yeah, the USFL.
Oh man, damn! But you, I thought you got an education in high school, man. Come on, man.
Who,
Come
me?
on, sir. Yeah, you.
No, I'm dyslexic. We know I can't read.
Damn. Then you don't read anymore. Then you don't read any more comments.
Well, then start speeding it up on picking the comments up.
Hey, man, I'm right here with you on the comments.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Now, look, one quarterback that I have not seen, right, was the USFL passing leader. A man that wears the number 10. It was in the blue and silver last year for the Battlehawks. Or 3 years ago, Jordan Ta'amu. You ain't seen his name out there. Guess what he just did? He's got a 2-year deal with the USFL.
So he'll be back with the USFL next season. So
right, they're not letting
that's out.
They're not.
I believe in my mind, the same is going to happen with Luis Perez. I don't think they're going to let him go either.
He had the contract where he signed, and then if he got picked up by the NFL, which he did, then the USFL automatically retained his rights, correct?
Exactly.
All right, so yeah.
So he'll be back.
So he'll be back in the USFL.
And as of, I think, since 2001, he is the all-time passing leader for spring football. So I saw an interesting stat on that on Twitter. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Look, Reed posted, Mike Mitchell posted. I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to have assigned quarterbacks this year.
No, I think you got to draft him this time, man.
It's going to be drafted because,
like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the XFLs before when they did quarterback draft, running backs, wide receivers, O-line, D-line, secondary, special teams, all that. You know what I mean? Like, you just do it that way. And you're just making a bigger spectacle of it. Day one is going to have to be the quarterbacks.
All right, you do day one. I mean, you think if you're doing 3 quarterbacks day one you do quarterbacks and running backs.
And all you would need to do is 3 rounds of quarterbacks. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that this is going to be. All you need to do is 3 rounds of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Do 3 rounds of quarterbacks, 3 rounds of Okay, look, do 3 rounds of quarterbacks, do 3 rounds of running backs, maybe 4 rounds of wide receivers, 5 rounds of receivers, maybe, right?
Or you could just do it like a regular draft.
Or you can do a regular draft, you know.
Or you can do it just like a regular draft. I'm telling you now. Hey, the chaos in that would be so wonderful. But I think quarterbacks would go first. You know,
Yeah,
because they wouldn't be assigned. You can't assign them. So
Zach says right here, he says, going to succeed in order for spring football to work as a whole, they will eventually have to merge. But right now, I'm going to completely, unfortunately, Brother Hawk, I love you, but I'm gonna completely disagree. Because the UFL showed that a spring league could survive 1 year, in which it did. It's thriving very well. Its ratings were very good. They were still pulling close to 1 million on most games.
For a league with little to no promotion, like it did with the spring league, it did the same thing.
I honestly do not think that they would have to merge at all. I don't think they would.
No, these days, numbers like that are so acceptable that you have to remember it's a Saturday and Sunday. Not too many people are going to be out doing their own thing or whatnot. Around the spring, baseball season is good. Playoffs are ramping up, and then you got football. So, and then of course you got golf and whatnot. But Fox showcased that they can put out a game and that people will still watch. They can get over 6 figures on a particular game. That's right. Good.
And what Fox, now remember, USFL was ran like a TV production because it was ran by a TV company. The XFL is being ran by a movie company. That's why it's being done as a movie production. So don't be surprised, like Sandy says right here. With it being a movie production, they're going to do something special with the draft, something that nobody's thought to bring attention to.
Exactly. That is exact. I couldn't agree more.
Right.
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, look. If Mike Mitchell's article is right, then hey, that's cool. Look right here. It said it took 6 years for the NFL and AFL to merge, 10 years to complete the merger. XFL. USFL, not anytime soon. Absolutely. And listen, I like what Andy's doing down there in the San Antonio area with all the tailgating pages and getting that San Antonio group built up the way that they are, you know. I mean, listen, these people here in St. Louis, you guys are going to have to do something because that San Antonio group down there by you, Arlington, they're really stepping their game up, bro. Those fans are really stepping their game up down there, man.
If we be honest with ourselves right now on this show, San Antonio and St. Louis have always looked at themselves as football cities.
Exactly.
They've wanted prime choice. They wanted the NFL, right? They've wanted, and they've had the NFL come through there. And they have the venue in the Alamo Dome. I think right now, the University of Texas San Antonio plays there.
Do you want to read that comment or you want me to?
They can't do much worse than the draft for 2.0.
No, my feelings on the draft.
Hey,
0.0.
I don't think they can. You know, you got to understand.
First pick, Just Jordan to Amu.
Until you figure out what he just said, I'm putting him on mute because that was just actually stupid. But
that's what,
of course, like you said,
point what draft was.
Oh, you're talking about the first.
Okay.
I can't take you serious, man. I can't do it. I can't take you serious. So stop. But I get where you're coming from. It kind of was thrown together, fine. But like I said, it being very meticulous. They're holding the cards to their chest. They put all these things together. I don't think that Danny and Dwayne and Gary have been slouching. It's just it hasn't been put out on the surface. So we want to put some news out just to get everybody's hopes up.
Look, I think everything is done. I think everything is already done, and they're just been tweaking stuff. Now this, how come nobody ever thought of naming the team after the Budweiser Clydesdales? Wouldn't that be awesome? The St. Louis Clydesdale football. I mean, we almost have an expansion team called the Stallions.
We can leave that where that was.
I like it. I like this. Bring it together with all the tailgate groups.
So the question is, would groups of different cities want to go migrate to another city?
No, you just have one big party, draft party at the tailgates. You have each city has their own thing. They have their own host. I mean, like I could do the hosting here for St. Louis. You could do the hosting for Houston. Jay Noakes could do the hosting for San Antonio. We'd have to find somebody for Seattle, Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Vegas, yeah.
Vegas. I mean,
I know a couple of ladies if they would want to do that
in Vegas. See, there you go. So I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah,
you know,
make it a primetime event, man, and make it primetime.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a prime. Yeah, the only way, and from Andrew's case, the only way that will work is if InBev will want to work with them.
Right, exactly. Right.
InBev will have to work with the XFL on that. So, but yeah, at the same time, man, it's like from a wide scale perspective, it's like it's got to be a main spectacle. That draft has to be big.
Well, and you know, like Sam said, have the 8 teams, right? Have the 8 teams logos in uniforms. And can you imagine The Rock? The Las Vegas Lakers, or the Las Vegas Vipers, whatever, you know, just like have that voice saying, you know, just have that undertone. What's his name?
You want that disembodied voice.
Yeah, what's his name? That I love so much. I can't even say his damn name.
Talking about Don LaFontaine?
No. He's the new James Bond guy.
Elba?
Yeah, Elba Boba. Well, how do you say his last name?
You talking about Idris Elba?
Yeah, I want him to be the one. I want him to be the voice.
I was saying, you don't want Daniel Craig, I know, man.
Oh, no, I want him to be the voice. Or I want the Allstate, the guy who does the Allstate commercials.
Oh, you want Dennis Haysbert? Nah, I like his voice.
I want his voice.
His voice is dope, man.
I want Morgan Freeman.
Nah. Ooh.
You
think The Rock and Morgan Freeman can work together?
I don't care. That would just, you know, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool to hear somebody's voice like that, you know, talking about
the XFL, man.
Yeah, as they announce the team names or do Forrest Gump.
Would you pay him 6 figures just to say a few things about the XFL?
Sam Elliott, yes, Sam Elliott would be cool to hear it.
Wow, because that voice does embody football, America, country, that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Jeff Daniels, the dude.
Jeff Daniels,
Jeff Bridges, the dude from Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
I go with Andrew's case, Sam Elliott.
See, like right here, right? And Mike, we've talked about this. We have talked about this. That personally, that he would love to see Apple Plus or Disney Plus or Netflix treat each week like a weekly series, much like they do with their own TV programs. Think of the Big 3 League. No blackouts, no battling for TV time, and finally a proper on-demand for those who can't watch live games or don't want to tie their weekends. We talked about that, and I have a very strong feeling you're going to see that on ESPN.
What about this right here?
No, I don't want to hear Dan. I don't want to hear it from Danny.
Oh, why not?
Nah.
Why not?
I mean, it'd be cool. Don't get me wrong.
You want The Rock to do it?
Nah, I don't even know if I want the Rock. Look, get it out of your guys' head right now. The Rock ain't going to have a lot to do with this league. The Rock is just going to be the guy that's going to get all the promotion out there when he's not promoting Black Adam, right?
Yeah, that's going to end in like less than a month.
Right. I mean, now would it be cool to see Danny do it? Yeah, it would be cool to see her do it because she's the first female and she gets to announce her team names. That'd be cool. You know, I get it. First female owner, let her do it. Let her do it. That'd be cool.
She does own her own league, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but again, this is the X Fan Show lunch special.
Ew. Oh, me do that. This is the A Train. That coughing guy himself is dirty. Hey, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And you can catch us live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now.
Yeah.
I guess we're about to wrap some things here, man. So
I know. Thank you guys for all joining us today. I'm sorry you guys had to be stuck with me for the first 5 minutes.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Seemed like the afternoon light was too much for Arlington.
Had to get myself together. Bring myself together. So he talking about what Mike said. Dwayne Johnson to the corner. It's so fine. Hey, but real stuff. Hey, tomorrow is all questions. Tomorrow, let's do something for our final show. All questions. Just take it all from our beloved audience.
Yeah, if you guys did like this whole week of the lunch special, Afternoon Delight, we're gonna put a poll out over the weekend that you guys all comment on to tell us if you would like us to do an afternoon show and a Wednesday in our normal Wednesday show. Again, I apologize. You guys see, I'm still not up to it. I even drank some water beforehand, but me and Arlington talked before the show on Wednesday, and we went to go do sound checks, and Arlington's like, you sound like dog poo-poo. I'm not doing the show with you because I could barely talk last night.
So, yeah, man.
Why? So I do want to apologize.
Hey, y'all enjoyed the show. Hey, please let us know. We're working on some things of what we want to do with this show in the future. So, of course, your comments and
I think I want to end the show with
a song. I don't want to get hit with that copyright claim. You know we would. We're going to get hit with the copyright claims, man.
No, this is the musical. We can't.
You can't play that either.
Rest in peace for the Gangster Paradise.
Oh, yeah.
And Voyage itself. Coolio.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coolio, man. Died at the age of 59, man. That's crazy.
Slumped over in the toilet.
You ain't have to say it like that, man. That's
what I'm about ready to go to. This is the X-Fan Show. I am the second fiddle dirty. That's my partner in crime, the one, the only.
A-Train, Arlington Lane, good grief. All right, y'all.
That's tomorrow. Fan only. Fantastic question. And we'll try our best to get them. Maybe get some stuff together.
We're not saying anything. You guys are asking the questions.
Right.
We'll sit quiet for a whole hour if we have to.
Whole hour.
We'll sit here and not say anything. It'll be the weirdest show that you've probably ever seen on the lunch special. Everything is dealing with you guys, and that's what we're gonna put it. It's all for y'all tomorrow. Questions, anything that you would love to see in the league, because we're starting to get closer as October starting to roll around. This is y'all show. All right, so for Dirty, A-Train, I'll be on time tomorrow, I promise.
Doubt it.
I promise. I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there before he will. All right. So we'll catch you next time. That's for you, Dirty.
Give me the finger. Love it.
We'll see y'all next time on the X-Man Show. See you later.